Let's bring in now Breitbart's political editor Emma Jo Morris. Former US President Barack Obama had to come to Joe Biden's rescue last weekend. I was talking about this in my editorial at the top of the show, but let's have another look at his freeze, shall we? The White House, of course, then came out swinging in his defence, claiming that these videos, of course, of his extremely frequent gaps and blunders, they're cheap fakes, they're published in bad faith. Here's what White House Press Sec Karine Jean-Pierre had to say again.
It tells you everything that we need to know about how desperate Republicans are here. Instead of talking about the president's performance in office, and what I mean by that is his legislative wins, what he's been able to do for the American people across the country, we're seeing these deep fakes, these manipulated videos.
Now, I know we don't need any reminding, but Karine, you might have missed some of this.
If it holds near and dear to you that you like to be able to, anyway. America is a nation that can be defined in a single word. I was going to put him with I don't know. Poor kids are just as bright and just as talented as white kids. You're a lying dog-faced pony soldier. I got them. $1.9 trillion.
The destruction of this magnificent planet. This conference is one of the most important meetings.
I mean, seriously, cheap fakes. There's nothing fake about it. That's the real Biden. And as I talked about at the top of the show, it's curious to see, after all that time, the Democrats spent having a go at Trump for talking about fake news and everything was fake news, which was really just news he didn't like. They're now doing exactly the same thing.
Yeah, actually, I disagree that they're doing the exact same thing, because the fake news, quote unquote, with Trump was when they were obviously miscategorizing or outright lying, by the way, at the behest of the intelligence community in the case of the Russia investigation that turned out to be completely fabricated, by the way, by the CIA and the FBI. Likewise with the Hunter Biden laptop story, where they said that was Russian disinformation, also completely fabricated. If you want to talk about a cheap fake or a deep fake or whatever she's trying to say, this is not edited. These are not edited videos. They're just clipped, obviously. But to say that they're deep fakes, which has a very specific definition, by the way, which is video that is created through AI and is not real. A lot of this footage has been distributed by the White House. I mean, half or more of that montage that you just showed was footage that was official footage from the White House. So this is a complete joke. And to call Republicans desperate for pointing out that obviously he's not as sharp, let's say, as he was in 2015, is kind of rich. This is something that's obvious. They're asking you to not see what you saw with your own eyes. Look at this video.
They want you to turn the telly off. I mean, how dare we point these things out? Look, the reality is we can all see it. They can try their best, but we can all see it.